we're taking a moment for between our sessions to have a special kind of session, which is something that brings us into our very being, that brings us into our body and into our sentience of self and our collective interbeing as well. So we can think of this little session now as being called the beauty sound of sentience, as an interlude between sessions 1 and 2. And it is my pleasure to introduce the one who will be sharing this time with us and creating the space. This is Derek Herewolf, Tender Song, Thunder Song, Washington. He is Beauty's rogue permissionary bishop. And so Derek Washington, who has a bunch of initials after his name, which I'm going to skip, is an aesthangelist for aesthetics, right? This is where we're going. Yes, thanks. Aesthangelist. I'm having difficulty with that, but thank you for that, Derek. And he is an extoller of beauty and its invitation into the new paradigm. He's a poet bard and a new paradigm storyteller. He's a graduate of the sacred art of living and dying and the Anam Cara Apprenticeship. His music, poetry, and stories engage the breaking of old paradigm enchantments with the resonance of regenerative intimacy. Life loving, to be lived by those loving to live life. There's more on him that you can find on the symposium page, and you can read more about his past and his activities and what he writes and composes. But I would rather move straight over to you, Derek. Thank you so much for being with us, and we are in your hands.
Well, what a communion of saints. Thank you, Alexander, for this lovely invitation and for all the speakers. My goodness. If beauty is divine, beauty knows beauty. And I want to engage with singing some beauty with you. Some truth that I believe. You are beautiful, so beautiful. You are beautiful, so beautiful. In anywhere in your journey that you find yourself just now, thank you. Thank you for your gifts of aliveness and saying yes. Thank you for risking that you just may be beautiful, so much more beautiful than you can imagine. Light and love were longing, and they formed you in their tears. You are beautiful, so beautiful. We are beautiful, so beautiful. Beauty knows beauty. And as we live, and we're on Zoom right now, as we live in this world, in our circles, in the communities we're trying to form, risk being your beauty. Risk believing in your beauty. This younger generations that some of us have been talking about in the chat and speaking of here is looking for beauty to follow. The deep resonance. It doesn't have to look pretty. We know that sometimes it doesn't. But regenerativity isn't always pretty. But regenerativity is generous. It's a regenerosity of you and I living our generosity into this world. because we've received generosity. It moves into our generative places through our gratitude. Grace is formed, and we start co-creating in the most intimate places of our being, our passion, our wonder. Jude, I was so moved by your words to wonder. In love's procreation, longing and risk are among the choicest chromosomes. Risk being your truest self. Your becoming is your doing. Risk longing for what you truly desire. Be longing. Be longed for. And as love's offspring, your becoming is your highest virtue and gift you give back, your greatest reciprocity. The more intention and precision that you allow here in the unfurling of your truest heart, the more your life will be like a breathtaking kiss. Have you ever waited for a kiss? Think back to a kiss that you waited for. This universe, this beautiful sentient earth, our mother Gaia, is waiting for our kiss. One of our dear friends, the poet Hafiz, he said, "One regret, dear world, I'm determined not to have when I'm lying on my deathbed is that I did not kiss you enough." Friends, community, this is the kiss you are made for. This is the kiss you are made for. Wet lips is the measure of our lives. Of our lives that we leave behind. For life is more than living. Wet lips for this kiss. Wet lips for this kiss is beautiful. You are beautiful, so beautiful. Wet lips for this kiss. You are beautiful in your healing, in your hurting, which you share in your community. Such risking, such kissing is what we long for. Regenerative intimacy. This life loves living in those loving to live life. And you and I can love to live life. And these younger generations are looking into our eyes and into our hearts for a new paradigm. Do they see our enjoyment of living so worth the risk? You are beautiful, so beautiful. beautiful, so beautiful. May you have wet lips, my dear friends, wet lips.
Thank you so much, Derek. Thank you so much. Bringing us into a space and a place of peace, harmony, interconnection, gratitude, and love. Truly, truly. Yes, a wonderful place to reside. Thank you, Derek. Tender song. I think you were in your tender song mode here with us today. So excellent.